Hello everybody, my name is James. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my Ford F250. It's a 2019, so I've had this since December of 2018. So I've had the truck for a while. I have 25,000 miles on it, actually 23,000 miles. And I just want to share with you guys what I like about the truck, what problems I've had, well, you know, maybe things I've run into with Ford, but I just want to give you the whole rundown and how much I pay for this truck and see if it's right for you and your business, if it would help you out. You know, I want to help you guys out with some true numbers. So let's get into this video and let's take a look at this awesome truck.
Stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out.
Alright, so let's go over some of the features in this truck. It's pretty plain Jane. I just wanted to show you guys, this is my favorite part about the truck. Everything lights up blue and I really like that. I don't know why. That's my favorite part about the truck. Maybe I'm a Ford Blue kind of guy. So, you know, this just has, you know, the standard everything. It doesn't have the chrome trim on it. That's the next trim package. So basically we have cloth seats. We're a step above the work class truck. We are in the cloth seats, all weather floors, the bumpers are chrome, all that kind of stuff. If it was the work class truck, everything would be like that cheap black plastic. So and then the next class up, everything in here would be chrome. There'd be chrome all over these right here and kind of everywhere. And I don't really need that. But I did like that this one came with the wheels that are on it and those big Wrangler tires, I think is what they are. But yeah, I like this truck for what it was. And actually what sold me on this truck was that it was four-wheel drive. I had a F250 1998. That was a Goodyear truck. I liked that one. And it was a split door. It was red like this. It was a V8. I loved that truck a lot. So basically, this was the F250 version of it that I liked. And so when the guy pulled it up to the door, I was like, oh man, it just had to be like my old truck. So, but this is four-wheel drive. Right here is the electronic shifter. And I actually use this probably 3 or 4 times a week. And shifting into four-wheel low works great. You can also get out and lock the hubs, which I don't know what the difference is. I guess it's limited slip if it's in 4 high. So if you were to get out and lock the hubs, it'd, you know, be a little bit more. Here's my electronic brake controller. I really like that. You can set the your weight capacity for your trailers and test everything from inside the truck without and on the little display up here, and it works out really nice. This one has the 212 volts. I wish it had the actual plug right here, like the next trim package has, but that's something I can live with. I use the DeWalt thing over this one. I think that this charges faster than the actual USB port. It has Bluetooth sync. I actually really like that a lot. Over my older trucks, it didn't have it. Hands-free. You can press this and tell it to call my wife, or if you have contacts saved into your phone, you can call them. So like my distributor, I can call them. I can text people while driving. The audio is really good in here for the radio. There's no heated seats, no heated steering wheel. Everything's just basic, but I'm okay with that. Now, we have the Super Cab, and this is Jeffrey. Jeffrey's a good little story. I have something coming in April, and that's kind of exciting, and Jeffrey is here to remind me of that. And I'll show you a little clip of what it would be right now.
3, 2, 1.
All right, if that doesn't give it away, you'll just have to find out. So, anyway, Jeffrey rides around with me. There's plenty of room for Jeffrey and Diesel back there in the back, and plenty of miscellaneous tools that end up rattling around back in there. But it can seat 2 adults comfortably, 3 with that middle seat, but I've never taken more than that. This seat right here does fold up, and then you have another seat there, which if you're running a bunch of guys and you wanted to carry them all with you, I guess that makes sense. But I've only ever had to use it once because the back was full of tools, and we're not gonna talk about that. So I had to say my favorite part about this truck is this catch-all. I put my phone, my extra keys, my mounts. This is what I use when I'm going on estimates. I hook it to the vent right there, and I can put my phone up there and have my directions. This is really cool. I like this. You have an extra little glove box that's not full of paperwork, and then there's plenty of cup holders and things all over the truck to hold stuff in. I just keep stuff that I use on a regular basis, and I don't want to put it in a toolbox, but I know where it is very quickly and can get to it. So the only downside to having a super cab or a crew cab is that there is just more space for junk. And it's sad because that's what it usually ends up as, but you can also use it very productive, like taking my dog with me or other people. So I guess if you're buying a new truck, I think you should take that into account. Do you need the space for the extra junk? Or your kids one day? Or do you just need a work truck to get you back and forth to work? I guess that's what it really comes down to. To me, I had wanted to start taking people with me. I wanted to start working people. I started doing that and picking people up, and it really wasn't for me. They can meet me at the job site or ride with me, one person at a time. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I have 23,000 miles on this truck. I change the oil I've taken it in every 5,000 miles. I really haven't had any problems with this truck. I did have one check engine code come up, and it ended up being the evap system on the truck. Sent an error code. All I did was take a blower on the end of a air hose and clean the gas cap off, and I never got it again. It went away as soon as I did that. So let me show you how tall these floorboards are. That's my mid-thigh right there. So this truck came this way. I didn't put a lift on this. This came from the factory with a factory 4-inch lift on it because it's a 4-wheel drive. So, I don't know, that's what actually sold me on the truck. That's what I liked the most about this truck. Let me tell you a little bit about the truck that I don't particularly care for. I signed to buy the truck, and I bought a insurance plan to cover small dents and dings, aka these. Now, the only problem I have with Ford is that they convinced me to buy that upgrade package because it would cover things if I left my truck on the side of the road and it got damaged. When I went to Ford after this happened, I was dumb and I did not file a police report to for my insurance, because I figured that Ford would cover it, because it's not a lot of damage. You can't even really see it that much. Just a little wrinkle here, a little bit of paint taken off, a little bit of paint taken off right there, and that little dent right there, 6 to 8 inches, or no, 4 to 6 inches, because they wouldn't cover anything bigger than that. They said that if that was in the middle of the door or the middle of the right there, they would cover it, but they won't, because it's on the corner cab and these have scratched paint. So that is really the only thing I don't like about Ford, is they told me that this was a good product to buy. I can't cancel that now because it's in my paperwork to take that off, since it's not going to cover anything like that. And so, you know, just that's the only headache that I really have with Ford. As far as the truck goes, though, let's look around this puppy. Look how good this thing looks. I don't care if you see my license plate. I don't know what difference you're going to do if you have that information or not. So I just went and had this washed. Everything. The only thing it didn't wash really good was inside of there. It took it through a car wash, but. Love these big old C-channel headlights, or C-shaped headlights. Fuel mileage, I get about, here, I'll show you. All right, so cool thing Ford has right here is, you know, this nice little screen here. You can see how many miles, how many hours, how much fuel I have, and this is my average. I have 11.7 miles per gallon. That's cool. Gives you the temperature, and then you're just speed and everything. So I think that's great. 11.7 miles to the gallon isn't terrible. I've had trucks that got more. The Toyota Tacoma I got 24 miles to the gallon when it was empty, and I wasn't pulling a trailer. So that's all the time. When I'm pulling a trailer, that's my average. When I go on the highway for several hours, that's my average. So honestly, here's the thing. If you wanted to buy the Lariat version or the diesel version, whether it's a Lariat or just a work truck, you're going to be paying about $8,000 more, $8,000 to $10,000 more dollars for the diesel motor. To me, it wasn't really worth the money, because I'm not doing cross-country hauls. I'm doing round town. This has plenty of power for what it is. I would love a diesel. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have the Power Stroke, but money, bang for my buck, I found that the gas motor was what I really wanted. So what do I pay for this truck a month? This is a nice truck. How much do you think it would pay? How much do you think I would pay a month for this truck? Put it down in the comments below. All right, your time's up. I pay $732 a month for this truck, and I find that that's well worth it. I also have decent credit. I have credit in the 700s, and so if you have good credit, if you have better credit than me, you might get a little bit better deal. Yeah, it's all based off of your credit, not mine. So that's what I pay. But really, this truck is worth that money because I can get to work, get work done. I can pull a full-size skid steer. I've pulled, well, you're only supposed to pull 10,000 pounds. With my trailer fully loaded and my machine on it and my attachments, I'm at 8,500 pounds or 9,500 pounds. So I'm under that limit, and you know, my truck has no problem pulling that. The only time I pulled a 12,000 pound excavator on here without really thinking about it, you know, it fit on a trailer, I put it on it and I pulled it. I shouldn't have, because my truck's not rated for that. But it did it, and it did it just fine. You know, I set the brakes up. I drove cautiously, and you know, this truck could do anything you asked it to do. So, do you need a truck like this? I say yes for landscaping business. It's something that I need. I'll do another video on that and kind of describe how I got to buying a new truck. And do I think it's necessary for running a business? I do. Is it affordable? Yes. And I think the best part is it's not a $730 a month payment that I have to pay. I pay $730 a month to be able to get to work and home without breaking down. I can pull anything I need. I can rent anything I need and pull it with this truck. And that's why I bought this truck. All right, so what did I pay for this truck? I'm sure you guys have all been wondering that since the very beginning. I paid $36,000 for this truck off the lot, brand new in 2018. With the carryover from my loan on my wife's old car to this truck and the interest on it for 7 years, I will pay out around $60,000. So that's how much this cost. It's not that I really have or make a huge amount of money. $730 a month is affordable as compared to buying an old truck. When you buy an old truck, you buy expensive payments. When you buy a new truck, you get expensive payments. So, is it worth it? Absolutely. This truck is worth the money every day of the week. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you guys out a little bit and making a little bit of decision on having a new truck, or, you know, if you'd like mine. So, if you would, please hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm